Paradise must be won each day and each night, through darkness and through light. Cry it out to the world. Spread the word. Spread the word of Islam.
Families. If you are a good family, you're going to have a good society. And if you have a good society, you're going to have a good city. And you have a good city, you're going to have a good country. And you have a good country, you're going to have a good world. Peaceful world. Look to the family. That's why I said righteous family. If we have righteous families, we're going to have a righteous society. Your responsibility for having a righteous family is started before you get married. The question how? Here we go now, the wedding is over, and the man took his wife to his own bedroom or to his flat or apartment house. There are some etiquette. There are etiquette for marriage. I want you also to give me your ears, especially the people who's getting married soon and sister getting married soon. There is etiquette. Every husband going to get married must know it. You know, my brother, you the groom, I'm taking my words now to the groom. You have taken a lady, she's never been you in her life. Especially, let's say that you took her and she is 18 years old. For 18 years old, she is living with her father and mother. She never been with you in her life. She doesn't know your habits. She doesn't know what you like, what you don't like. She doesn't know about the things you know makes you happy, you think makes you bad, makes you angry. Do not expect her to know you in 24 hours. Give her a chance to understand you, to know you. You are a stranger to her. She's been with her father and mother, especially if she have a good, loving father who really love her, and a mother, usually, of course, 90% mothers, they love their daughters. They respond to her whatever she wants. Her father could really coming work tired, fatigued, and then hear his daughter, Daddy, please, I want so-and-so. He will leave his home, even he's working 10 hours, 15 hours, because he loves the daughter. So she was really soft-sopping in her house. They are treating her nicely in her house. And don't expect from her to know you just from the first night. And don't be harsh with her. There is also sunnah before approaching your wife. You listen to me, especially people getting married, men and women. Many people, unfortunately, they don't do the sunnah. They are not aware of the sunnah. Once you are alone, you and your wife in the bedroom, before approaching your wife, you must make wudu and make 2 rak'ah. You make 2 rak'ah before you approach your wife. You make 2 rak'ah, you face Qibla and make 2 rak'ah and ask Allah to bless your marriage. The same thing the wife does. After that, you put your hand in her forehead and you ask Allah to give you refuge from the natural tendency of evil in her, and you ask Allah that He give you the natural good things in her, and you ask Allah to protect you from the natural evil in her, which is she's out of her control. This is something created with a person, nothing to do with her, but you ask Allah. This is a sunnah. Many people don't do it. The second thing, before you approach your wife, especially sexual intercourse. By the way, إِنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يَسْتَحِي مِنَ الْحَقِّ. Allah will not feel shy from telling the truth. So don't feel shy, my brothers and sisters. We have to teach. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, any person learn the knowledge and he does not convey this knowledge to his brother and sister, in the day of judgment, Allah will seal his mouth with fire. So I don't want Allah to seal my mouth with fire. That's why I want to convey everything I learned about this marriage to you. Before you approach your wife, before you go on sexual intercourse, say Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Oh Allah, protect us from evil and protect what you're gonna give us from evil. You're asking Allah to protect you there in the bedroom, you and your wife, from evil and from shaitan. And also you ask Allah to protect, inshallah, if you have a baby, also Allah will protect him. If you say that, Rasulullah ﷺ said, your child will never be touched by shaitan. But try to remember each other. Maybe you forget that moment. And this is not only during marriage, not only the first day. Every husband and wife, you should do that every time you want to approach your wife. And if your husband forget, you, the wife, remind him. Make sure you don't forget, both of you. People say, oh, who remembered that time? If you are insist, you will remember. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Oh Allah, protect us from evil and protect what you're going to give us, a baby or a boy or a girl, also from evil. Okay, alhamdulillah, everything is done now. 9 months later, some people, mashallah, immediately she become pregnant. Let's assume she's pregnant now after 9 months. During this pregnancy, what is your responsibility as a husband? That's why, brothers, I'm going step by step. I ask a question for the groom or the husband. What is your responsibility towards your wife? She is now expecting a baby. She is the first week or the first 40 days of pregnancy. You just disregard her? This is not your responsibility? You just leave her alone? I want also to bring your attention as a husband that when the woman gets pregnant, you expect some changes in her behavior, which is she out of her control. Because the hormone in her body will change. You can ask doctors, they can give you more information than I. Even during the period, you may expect something in her behaviors, in her manners, which is out of her hand. Something out of her hand. When the woman is pregnant, she may like things, you will be astonished. We call it, and this is something during the pregnancy, the first month, especially during 3-4 months. She may love things to eat. She may like things to drink. You never thought about it, which is out of her hand. So don't be surprised. If your wife told me, I need to eat the sand, I need to lick the wall, I need something, you never thought about it. During pregnancy, this has happened to the ladies. So be patient as a husband. It's something out of her hand. She's not pretending. She's not acting. She's not taking the advantage of pregnancy to fulfill some of her wishes. Believe me, something from Allah, not from her. So what is your responsibility? To be patient. Also, you should really take her to the doctor at least once a week, especially the first 3-4 months. Make sure that everything is okay. Make sure they check her and check the baby. She is more, to me, more than the baby. Because the baby, if the baby dies, we will have another baby, inshallah. But if she dies, you got a problem. So take care of both, her and the baby. Go at least once a week. Then every 15 days, then every month. Maybe she needs vitamins. Maybe she needs care. Maybe she needs also love. Maybe she needs kindness. Maybe she needs some beautiful words from you. Because, and remember, once the baby reaches about 4 months, she's going to have a backache. She's going to be like this. And this is pressing on her back. So don't expect that she give you work like she before pregnancy. Be patient. My brothers, especially the one getting married soon, I am giving you this from experience, and also, I've been married for 30 years. I have 7 children, alhamdulillah. So my brothers, I want you to understand how to treat, because Rasulullah said, rifqan bil qawarir. Be gentle with glasses. And Rasulullah described our sisters as glasses. If you really, they may be fragile. They are fragile, they may be breakable any minute. So that's why he described them like fragile things. Take care of them. Like you, when you hold the glass, exactly, you do the same thing for your wife. Because Rasulullah said, خيركم خيره لأهله وأنا خيركم لأهلي. The best of you is the one he is best for his wife. And I am, Rasulullah said, I am the best of you. All my best is to my wife. They are our mothers. They are our sisters. They are our wives. They are our daughters. So again, to the groom, I said, be careful, take care of your wife, first month, second month, until Allah help her to deliver the baby. Now, we finished 9 months, which is 99%. All women all over the world last 9 months. There are exceptional cases which women deliver on the 7 months, but in the 8 months, I think the baby needs special care in the hospital. This is your formation as a husband, inshallah, in the future. Okay, here's the baby come. What you supposed to do as a father? The sunnah. Once the baby come, after she relax, she left him, she like him, she love him, she kiss him. You are there. You should try to be there when she delivering the baby. She would love to hold your hand when she is delivering the baby. This is really take about 30 to 40% from the pain when her husband is next to her. Don't leave her alone with nurses. You can insist to go inside because this is your wife. No harm to be there. This is your wife. When you are next to her holding his hand, when she's delivering the baby, you're taking about 30 to 40% from the pain. Because she look at you, here you are standing next to her. You're not leaving her for other people to take care of her. Here's the baby come safely, alhamdulillah. Now what to do as a father? You take the baby, not immediately, after they wash him, after they put him, put some cloth in him. If it's possible one day, the first day, fine. If it's second day, no problem. Now on the 7th day, you call the boy a name or the girl a name. Be careful to find good names. And for your information, the most lovable name to Allah is Abdullah, Abdul Rahman. And the most authentic name is Al-Harith. But if you choose, Saifuddin, Salahuddin, that's okay. It's no problem. But I'm telling you, what is the most lovable name in the sight of Allah is Abdullah, Abdul Rahman. Also, for you, if it's the girl, don't call her, Judy or Susie. Call her Fatima, Khadija. Give her a good name. Don't be attracted by Western. We should be proud of our religion. We should be proud of our culture. We should be proud of our tradition and custom. We should not be just, inferiority complex. You should not be among the people who really attracted, just always becoming, just imitating, resembling the Western people. We have a religion. Your mouth is saying every day, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu Muhammad Rasulullah. So don't let these beautiful lips to come out of something is against Ashhadu Allah wa ashhadu Muhammad Rasulullah. Okay, on the 7th day you call him. Also on the 7th day, if you can afford as a father, if he's a boy, the sunnah to slaughter 2 lambs for the boy. And you distribute it to the poor people and you can eat from it. You can give your relatives, the poor people, and yourself. But the boy have to be 2 lambs, 2 sheep, and the girl 1 sheep. Don't be angry, my sister. This is Allah said, not me. Because Allah said, the male, you have twice than the male. This is Allah's decision. We are not decided that. Okay, you made this. By the way, if you cannot afford to do it in the first week, you can do it in the second week. If you cannot do it in the second week, you can do it on the 3rd week. And if you cannot do it at all the first year, it's okay. It's no problem as long you do it later on. Aqiqah, they call it aqiqah. Aqiqah, 2 sheep or 2 lamb for the boy and 1 sheep or lamb for the girl. If you cannot afford, Allah will forgive you. Then the boy, inshallah, when he grows up himself, you tell him, my son, I couldn't afford to slaughter aqiqah for you. Now you are working, you have income, do it for yourself. At least you remind him that he do it for himself. Also the same thing for the girl. This is the sunnah. Unfortunately, many Muslim brothers and sisters, they are not really executing it and they're forgetting about it. Now, here is the boy now growing up, or the girl, a very good way of how to raise up our children. You listen to that. Because it does do something from he is a baby until he reaches 7, and from the age of 7 until 14, and then from 14 until 21. What we should do? Play with him. Play with him, also with her. until the age of 7. Since he's 1 year old or since he's in the cradle, play with him, joke with him, take him, play, and laugh with him, put it in your back, play with him until he's 7, whether a boy or girl, especially a boy. And then from 7 years old until 14, teach him good manners. أدبه لسبع. Teach him to have a good behavior. Teach him to be proud of his religion. Also, Rasulullah said, you should command and order your children to pray when they reach the age of 7, and you should beat them when they reach age of 10 if they don't pray. And I want to stop and pause at beating now. When Rasulullah said beating, it doesn't mean you kick him with your foot, or you slap him in the face, or you come while he's asleep and you said, come on, get up, go and pray. You are not a Muslim. Believe me, if you do this, he will not pray. You should really love him. You should try to treat him properly so he can love Salah. You should show him also he must see you as a father going to the masjid. You don't command him and you sleep. You don't tell him go Salah and you don't make Salah. So when he reaches the 7, whether a boy or girl, then you can teach him how to be. It's no harm. It doesn't mean that we're not supposed to teach our children before 7. But 7 is obligatory. But you can teach your son or daughter Salah even before 7. Rasulullah did not say no. But he insisted on 7 years old because the age people understand. Tamiz, Sunnah Tamiz, is, they can differentiate between wrong and right. That's why they call Sunnah Tamiz. He can differentiate, she can differentiate between wrong and right. And then from 7 to 14, you have to treat him good manner, teach him how to be a good Muslim, how to have good manners, how to respect people, how to respect his parents, how to respect his neighbors, how to respect his teacher, how to respect the people, how to be proud of his religion, etc., etc., etc. When he is 14, especially as a boy, be his friend. أدبه لسبع لاعبه لسبع أدبه لسبع صاحبه. Be his friend for 7 years, from 14 to 21. My brothers and sisters, fathers and mothers, I want you to be really careful about how do you treat your son, especially son and daughter. And I repeat, son, 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 and then daughter. When he is 14, 15 years. When he reached the age of puberty. My brothers and sisters, you all have sons, and when the son reached this age, there is too many changes in him. He becomes proud of himself. He takes care of his appearance. He wants to do whatever he wants. He doesn't want to tell him where you're going to go. He wants to go have friends. He wants to stay late. He wants to go to a movie. Fine. If you have planted in him since he was 7 until 14, you will not have a problem with him. But if you did not take care of your son from 7 until 14, it is too late to take care of him at 14 years old. Believe me, it's too late. You may, but you may not. That's why you should take care of him when he's 7. Plant in him since he's 7 years old until 14 what he should know as a Muslim. If you do that, you won't have a problem with him when he's 17, 18. But if you waited until he's 17, 18, it's too late. He may get involved in many problems. Fornication, adultery, drugs, etc., etc. So don't wait until he's 17. Before that, same thing for the daughter. But the daughter needs more. Of course, your son needs love, needs respect. Listen to him, have a dialogue with him. Give him a chance to express his feeling, express his opinion. Don't dictate on him all the time. I do that, do that, do that, do that. If you don't, you're not my son. I don't give you money. I will fire you. You will fire him, yes. You may find your son gone forever because of the way you treat him. Then you feel sorry, you and his mother, when it's too late. Same thing with the daughter. I received a message about 1 week ago about 3,850 girls are run away. They are fugitive from their family because mistreatment in Saudi Arabia. 3,850 girls, and the youngest one was 14. They are running away from their family because treatment. Do you want your son to run away from you? Do you want your daughter to run away from you? Treat them nice. Be kind to them. Give them love. You as a father, when you walk into the house and you see your daughter, especially when she is 12 years old until 14, try go and hug her, kiss her, tell her, you, my daughter, you are the most beautiful girl in the whole world. She will love to hear that, I can assure you. Women, they love compliments. Be nice, be gentle. Have her, because if you as a father or you as a mother don't do this to your daughter, she will look for it with somebody else because she wants compliment. She needs compliment. This is natural tendency in ladies. So don't be miser. Be generous. Just at least, you're not losing anything. It is all with them. All what you're doing, you are giving them words flying in the air. You're not going to cost you anything. Give them love. Respect them. Listen to them. And one more thing. Don't force your son to take a job or to study in something he doesn't want. If you want your son to be a doctor, try to plant in him since he was 7. Don't want him until he finishes high school. Then you tell him, no, it's not up to you. I don't want you to be a pilot. I don't want you to be a soldier. I want you to be, a scholar, or I want you to be, a computer programmer. I want you to be an engineer. Maybe he doesn't like it. You know that if you force your son or daughter to study something he doesn't like, he will fail. He may spend, and instead of spending 6 years or 7 years or 4 years in the university, he may spend 10 years. And it is you. You caused that. Don't force them. Let them really study. Unless you notice as a father or the mother, what he's going to study is something bad, it's going to have a reflect on his religion, then you stop him and you advise him. I don't think what you study is right. Take it from me as a father. Nicely, politely, gently, he will listen to. Most of the problem of running away children and daughters, boys and girls from their home, because they mistreatment and not having a dialogue with them. Same thing after your son or daughter. You go ahead as a father now. You are a father now. You have a son. Now you build up your house is, the righteous family is built. You have a son. Inshallah, next another 1 year you have a daughter. Now your son reached 17 or 18. He graduated from college. Your daughter graduated from college. Do the same thing what you've done to yourself by choosing a good husband to your daughter and a good wife to your son, like you've done yourself. It pays. It pays. My brothers and sisters, we are here. I am front of a society. The whole country consists of societies. Who really making society? Families. At night, you go home, you lock your doors. No more society in the street. No more society in the offices. No more society in the company because they're sleeping, at least 80%. In the day, in the morning, you open your doors, you leave, and you consist the society. So who consists the society? Who makes society? You. If you are a good family, you're going to have a good society. And if you have a good society, you're going to have a good city. And you have a good city, you're going to have a good country. And you have a good country, you're going to have a good world. Peaceful world.
Spread the word, oh man. Spread the word of Islam. Oh, fortunate one. Paradise must be won. Paradise must be won. Each day and each night. Through darkness and through light. Cry it out to the world. Spread the word.